The Kim Dynasty is arguably one of the most important families in the world right now. Kim Jong-un's recent diplomatic efforts could be a sign the Hermit Kingdom is opening up. And opening up the secretive regime could put the dynasty's carefully constructed personality cult on a collision course with reality. But who exactly are they? How did they come to rule North Korea? And what problems will they present? Beyond the three leaders, Kim Jong-un, his father Kim Jong-il, and his grandfather Kim Il-sung, there exists a much wider network of lesser-known family members known as the Mount Paektu bloodline. In the aftermath of the Korean War, North Korea's propaganda machine weaved a mythical narrative around Kim Il-sung that established a familial dynasty that still rules the country today. Kim Il-sung's early years as a Japanese resistance fighter were embellished to portray him as a political and military genius. He became linked to the mythical birthplace of the Korean people, Mount Paektu, where both he and his son Kim Jong-il were said to be born, despite all evidence to the contrary. Meanwhile, Kim Il-sung's mother, Kang Pan-sok, a communist leader in her own right, had a personality cult of her own. She was known as the Great Mother of Korea, while his brother was deemed the revolutionary fighter, and his first wife, the Mother of the Revolution. Among the more superfluous mythological claims to have emerged is Kim Jong-il's 38 under par golf score on his first ever round, or that Kim Jong-un was able to drive at the young age of 3. The family's cult is supplemented by a socialist ideology of self-reliance, known as the JONG-CHOL. The JONG-CHOL solidified the Kim Dynasty's status and facilitated Kim Il-sung's 46-year rule until his death by heart attack at 82 in 1994. His son, Kim Jong-il, who had been selected as heir apparent in 1980, then took control of the country until his own death by heart attack, which paved the way for the millennial chairman, Kim Jong-un. He's believed to have travelled the world with foreign passports and attended school in Switzerland. He also has a liking for American basketball, even meeting with NBA star Dennis Rodman. But things became a little more complicated after Kim Jong-il's death. Not every family member is included in the Kim Dynasty mythos. Some have wound up killed or in exile. Kim Jong-un's auntie, Kim Kyung-hui, held an important position within the Kim personality cult, as did her husband, Jang Song-taek. But after Kim Jong-un came to power, he was accused of treason, corruption, and of extramarital affairs. State media claimed Jang Song-taek was killed by a pack of 120 dogs, while one defector claimed he was killed by machine gun fire and his body incinerated.
But how was he executed? Because there has been, some very wild reports that he might have been fed to the dogs.
No.
Can you clear it up? How was he executed? Was he shot?
Well, he was shot to death.
His wife, Kim Kyung-hui, is thought to remain in favour, but her health and position are unknown, while their daughter overdosed on sleeping pills in Paris more than a decade ago. Kim Jong-un's half-brother Kim Jong-nam was murdered in bizarre circumstances in Malaysia last year. Originally thought to be the likeliest to succeed his father Kim Jong-il, he fell out of favour in 2000 after reportedly trying to visit Tokyo Disneyland with a fake Dominican passport. His death is blamed squarely on his brother's regime. Kim Jong-nam's son, Kim Han-sol, lives abroad and speaks fluent English.
My father has been killed a few days ago.
Although posing no real threat to the North Korean regime, his life is also thought to be in danger because of his bloodline. But the factors that determine whether a family member is revered or targeted remain largely opaque to the outside world. Kim Jong-un's mother, Ko Yong-hui, is referred to as the respected mother who is the most faithful and loyal subject to the dear leader comrade Supreme Commander. The world met Kim Jong-un's sister Kim Yo-jong, Vice Director of the Propaganda Department, for the first time at the Pyeongchang Olympics earlier this year. Her good looks and charming smile belie the pivotal role she plays in her brother's brutal regime. Then there's Kim Jong-CHOL, the older brother of Kim Jong-un. He's still linked to the regime, but he was passed over for leadership allegedly due to his effeminate nature. He's known to be an Eric Clapton fan, and he's been spotted in London and Singapore attending his concerts.
Kim, why are you in London?
Defector Thae Yong-ho says Kim Jong-chol now leads a quiet life in Pyongyang, playing guitar in a band. So, what does all this mean for establishing peace on the peninsula? Well, it does make Korean unification a little more complicated. With such a vast familial line, and some of it remaining largely secret, it poses an extra threat to peace with different family members potentially vying for power. Analysts say the Kim dynasty will be a singular obstacle in achieving peace on the peninsula. As unlike reunifying North and South Vietnam or East and West Germany, the Mount Paektu bloodline has self-interests that are personal and extend beyond the aspirations of North Korea itself. The world has already seen how internal conflict within the Kim family can result in violence. But with looming changes on the horizon, could there be more instability to come?